now, your Midday Ark-La-Miss news update.
Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Randy Stone with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Now, before voters hit the polls this October, they have to make a big decision on who they want as the next governor of Louisiana. Capitol reporter Shannon Heck sits down with 7 major candidates this morning. We hear from Republican Sharon Hewitt, who says an engineering background could make a difference.
I understand how government works. I know what our challenges are. I know what our opportunities are.
Republican State Senator Sharon Hewitt wants to bring a different option for voters, not only as the sole woman running for governor, but as an engineer's way of problem solving.
And I think that if we want to do something different in Louisiana and not just continue to be mediocre, we have to start electing different kinds of people.
In 8 years as a state legislator, Hewitt has passed numerous bills. Her focus is education.
I passed legislation 2 years ago that switched us to phonics, and we're starting to see the benefit of that.
Experience as an engineer on an oil rig also keeps her pushing for more STEM education.
We're going back to the basics in math with arithmetic as we did with phonics.
Crime is a big topic this election year, and the Slidell Republican says that she's taken steps to tackle the issue.
Fentanyl is one of the things I hear about everywhere when I travel the state.
She supports increasing pay for law enforcement officers and investing in technology to help different agencies communicate about inmates.
We need real truth in sentencing, and we need the technology so that all of these agencies can better communicate and work together.
Homeowners across the state feel the pain of homeowners insurance skyrocketing, and those in the southern part of the state also have to combat flood insurance rates. Hewitt says the trick is to get more companies writing policies.
Many of them have just said, I don't want to deal with that regulatory regime.
She wants to get the power of determining rates back to the companies. This past session, Hewitt saw the wave of legislation aimed at the LGBTQ community that some say is discriminatory. Hewitt voted in favor of all of them, including overturning the governor's veto for the ban on gender-affirming care for minors.
Children are not capable at that age of making those kinds of life-changing decisions.
She also supported the state's version of the Don't Say Gay bill, saying teachers should not discuss gender identity and sexual orientation in the classroom. Hewitt was also a leader in passing the state's strict abortion ban. When asked if she'd be open to allowing exceptions for rape and incest into the law, she says she hasn't seen a bill allowing it that she agrees with.
I have not seen any other legislation or any other bills proposed that I thought did a better job than what we have in place right now.
One of 5 Republicans in the race, Hewitt thinks that she strays from the political beaten path and hopes to bring Louisiana off the bottom of many lists.
I want to give our kids and our grandkids the best job opportunities possible.
For your local election headquarters, I'm Shannon Hecht.
And now, Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
Good news is we don't have to worry about the extreme heat conditions, as it's going to stay far down to the south outside of our viewing area, where heat advisory will be in effect for central and southern areas of Louisiana. Our temperatures are going to stay generally in the lower 90s as we cruise into this afternoon. We saw a few morning storms earlier today, but most of this afternoon and later on this evening, that all the sky is going to be really clearing across the whole area. Winds will be shifting out of the north as that funnel system passes over us, and it's going to be fairly pleasant even as we go overnight tonight. Temperatures dropping down to the lower 70s and reaching the mid and upper 60s later on during the overnight hours. Still going to be mostly clear. As we go into tomorrow, we'll see a few clouds that could linger in going into the morning hours and around lunchtime as well, but we'll see more sunshine later on tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures still going to stay in the lower 90s, and a few places across southern Arkansas probably just going to stay really in the mid to upper 80s for your daytime highs just for today and also for tomorrow. So definitely enjoy these conditions while they last, because it's not going to be lasting long. Expecting a daytime high this afternoon of 93 degrees. Again, storms lasted this morning. Winds will stay out of the north. And for tonight, we'll see a low of 67 degrees, expecting a clear and cool night. And tomorrow's going to be fairly pleasant as well. Temperature daytime high of only 91 degrees, and we'll see more sunshine. Some areas in Arkansas probably won't even hit the 90 mark and just stay in the 80s. Now, once we hit Thursday and Friday, temperatures will rebound back to the upper 90s, and excessive heat does return as we cruise into the weekend. Temperatures returning to the triple digits.
And that's it for our Tuesday midday update. NBC News Daily continues now. A little break from the heat, but please remember to keep an eye on your pets and your neighbors. And let's be kind to each other to get through all this hot weather. So, God bless you.